Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining today's webcast. My name is Brooklyn White. I'm the Product Marketing Manager here at Daxko. And today we are going to talk about how you can drive donations and meet your fundraising goals with some of the latest and greatest features from Daxko Mobile. But before we get started, I do have a few reminders. We have muted all lines for the best listening experience for you all. However, we still want you to ask questions. So if you will notice on the GoToMeeting, there is an area where you can submit questions. Feel free to ask those at any time during the webcast. We are going to wait and answer those at the end. And then just as a quick reminder, we are recording this webcast, and we will be sending it to everyone that did register for it. So you will receive a copy of that recording in the next day or so. So without further ado, I want to introduce you to our product manager for Daxko Mobile, Tommy Sanderson. Tommy, I'm going to let you go ahead and get started.
All right. Thank you, Brooklyn. I appreciate that. And thank you, everybody, for joining us this afternoon for an extremely interesting webcast. In today's webcast, we'll look at some of the newest features available in Daxko Mobile, designed to help you drive donations and meet fundraising goals through your Daxko Mobile member app. You need to keep your members up to date on programs and activities, but keeping pace with today's technology requirements is cumbersome. Daxko is your cutting-edge partner to deliver mobility to your members across all device types with automation and quick deployment directly from your membership platform, Daxko Operations. Streamline your members' connection and your communication to them with one app. Your members want to connect to your association for current information that matters most to them quickly from their mobile phones. But to be a prominent and valued app in their phone, you must addict them to your app. Daxko provides a self-guided, intuitive mobile app experience to easily provide your members with the information they need to know when they need to know it. Your members are on the go all hours of the day. They may barely stop to check in at your front desk before working out. How do you engage them and get them to participate in additional offerings? What about donating to your calls? Are posters in the locker room enough? Daxko helps you engage your on-the-go members through mobility. Our proven best practices, marketing toolkit, and easy-to-set-up mobile banners and announcements from the home page, you can help capture your members' attention from their phones. So just to look at a couple stats here, of Americans, adults that carry smartphones, there are 71% of all Americans carry smartphones, which is obvious to all of us as we look around from our day-to-day life. Mobile email opens have grown by 180% in the last 3 years. Members prefer reading emails on their mobile device and use their smartphones for reading emails more than making calls. 71% of marketers believe that mobile marketing is core to their business. So, and then also the average mobile user in the United States browses their smartphone 87 hours per month. I'd probably argue that's probably higher these days. Of those 87 hours, 89% of that is on a mobile app. So obviously there's a huge importance to getting that real estate in front of your members to be able to talk about your causes and your initiatives. And that's exactly what we're going to do today. How does all this information translate to fundraising goals? Obviously one of the most important things that we do in our day-to-day work with nonprofits. Using the mobile app, we are going to show you some ways that we have some tools that are already built into the mobile app that allow you to do that. So a couple more stats here. Nearly 10% of online donations are made on mobile devices, which is pretty amazing. Mobile use continues to grow 58% year over year. So you can safely assume that if your member has the internet, they have a smartphone. Marketers are optimizing mobile and focusing more on mobile marketing at an increased rate. In fact, 68% of companies have integrated mobile marketing into their overall marketing strategy. Over 60% of millennials are more willing to give via a mobile device. And mobile responsive websites and donation forms lead to a 34% increase in conversion rates. So if we haven't convinced you by now that mobile marketing and actually asking for donations and for volunteer opportunities through a mobile device are not important, these stats really do show that, and especially for the younger generations where everything is done on a phone, and then also they expect everything to be available via a mobile device. So let's jump into the tools that Daxko Mobile uses to help you accomplish these goals. So if you haven't taken a look at the new Daxko Mobile platform lately, you should. Today's members pay increasingly more attention to push notifications over email. Members always have their phones with them, so by giving them more reasons to use your app, such as member check-in, scheduling, and location-aware features, you are better able to get them addicted to your app amongst all the other choices. But mobile goes beyond connecting with your members daily with integration into Daxko Operations, custom branding, and built-in marketing. The areas of how you connect to your members really is endless. And today, we're going to focus on the built-in marketing tools that are going to help drive your campaigns for fundraising and the easy give functionality available in the mobile app that connects your members to a seamless mobile donation experience. So why is the mobile donation experience important? And this is why. If you take a look at this picture, if you're not making sure that your websites are mobile friendly with responsive web pages that adapt automatically to your user's device, their experience can differ from microscopic text, like we see on the left, requiring them to adjust the screen and move around, versus the screen being readable and available from any mobile device. All pages connected with donations and online giving are now completely mobile responsive and member friendly. If your customers, of course, if you're using Daxko Operations, you have that ability to use the online donations and to put that link into your website, and that's always completely mobile responsive at this point. But it doesn't stop there. Let's walk through how you can maximize your mobile platform to drive your members to donate to your cause. So first thing we're going to talk about is creating a campaign. So when I say campaign, what am I talking about? Fundraising campaigns can be made up of three particular options here, or three particular components. The first is banner ads. These are graphic ads that display on the front page of Daxko Mobile. Announcements, which give a little more information about your cause, your initiative, your announcement, anything that you want to let your members know about in a little bit more detail. These are all just text information it's on the front page of the Daxko mobile app as well. And then the last one that we're going to look at today is the new Give button that's included in the menu for Daxko Mobile. This Give button can either mean giving of volunteer time. This can mean giving of donations. If you do want to use the Give button to give donations, we'll show you that as well today, and how you can connect the Give button to the new online responsive Give pages that are available in Daxko Operations. So let's go ahead and get started and get right into the mobile admin portal. So I'm going to go ahead and let's take a look at that. We're going to create first of all, we're going to create a banner. So showing you how easy that is. So from messages, we go down to mobile banners. And then you can see very quickly what mobile banners you have in each branch. Here we go, and we can actually pick and choose where we'd like this mobile banner to display. So you've got a couple options. The first option is you can have a mobile banner that will display association-wide. So if each one of your branches is on board with a association-wide initiative or announcement or anything that you want to let everybody in the association know about, you can mark that as an association-wide banner. What this means is no matter what branch you have chosen, you'll see this banner. So we allow 3 association-wide banners and 3 branch banners for each branch. So your member could see a possibility of up to 6 mobile banners, and they will rotate through on the front page of the mobile device. As you see, we just have a mock-up of what that will look like right here on the screen. So let's go ahead and complete setting up a mobile banner. Next thing we need to do is we need to choose a category. The reason we choose a category is because it helps us to find things a lot easier when we go back to the portal. We're also developing some additional reporting that you'll be able to use this category for. But for right now, it really just kind of helps you to find where your different banners live. Next part is a part we're really proud of, and the fact that we're able to actually provide a library of images for you to use. Now, these images are not just normal images. These images are sized down correctly by our designers to make sure that it looks good on anybody's mobile device, no matter what kind of mobile device it is. So we wanted to make sure that this was a good experience for your members, that these images were not going to be stretched or look strange when they actually opened it up on their mobile device. So you'll also see that in addition to images, we also have color blocks. Now, a lot of you have probably seen on Facebook and Instagram, a lot of people are doing announcements or even wall updates where they put their update on a color block. And so we know this is a pattern that especially the millennial generation uses as well, to be able to use a color block and just put that announcement right there. So you've got a number of choices. We're going to continue to add images to this library as time goes on, adding as we find additional appropriate images to put out there. So this is just going to grow as time goes on with these mobile images. So you see very easily, you can scroll through, find the image that works for you. If you can't find an image, like I said, you can use a color block. So once you select an image, you just click on that image, and that will add that image into the preview area of this page. So now we're building this mobile banner on the fly. We're building it actually inside the solution. As you can see, you don't need to be a graphics expert. You don't need to be an IT expert. Anybody can do this. This is very simple and straightforward, and it really is a what you see is what you get approach of doing these mobile banners. So go ahead and putting in a tagline. Now, of course, we want to keep this tagline short because we don't want to put a lot of words on this mobile banner. It really is all about the picture. In this case, the picture should really speak a lot for the mobile banner. So in this case, we're just doing a very quick teaser, which says "Gives Today." And you'll see that it tells you exactly how many characters you have left under the banner as well in the tagline. Then we need to actually schedule this out to display. So we can set a start date and an end date. So the good thing about this is you can actually go ahead and schedule your campaigns far in advance. So this does not have to be something that you want to display today, so you create it today and put it out there. You, of course, can do that, but it's very easy to go ahead and schedule out your marketing calendar and your giving calendar, initiative calendar with these banners. And so they can line up with other things that you're doing in branch, through different media, all making sure that they all come together. So we can do a start date, and then in this case, we'll also do an end date to make sure this stays clean and that you don't have old initiatives that are stuck out there. So we'll do a start date, an end date. You'll see we have a calendar where we can very easily find those dates and pick a date. Now the next part is very interesting and allows you to do a number of different things, is the link. So two options, or a couple options to talk about. First option would be to actually just copy and paste the giving link from Daxko Operations into this link area. That's very easily found in the online settings of Daxko Operations. There's a place where you can just copy and paste that and paste it into this link area. Or if you want to get some additional information about a giving campaign or volunteerism, you can actually put this link to your website. If you have a mobile responsive website, you can link this to a landing page. The landing page could give additional information about a giving campaign or kind of some stories around that particular initiative. And then you can put a link to the donation page for Daxko Operations. In this case, in this example, I'm just going to go straight to the giving page so we can take a look at that as well. So all I did was I went into Daxko Operations, I copied that link, and I pasted it right here into the link area. And that's it. And then when I'm done, I just do add. I click the add button, and then I'll go up and I'll show you listing out all of our different banners that we have, and you can see that our new giving banner is there, and it's set to show for association-wide, and I can very easily see the start and end date for that. If I would like to change that information, there's a little pencil at the end. I can change any of the information within the banner, start date, end date, tagline, branch, no matter what, very easily from this page and see exactly what I have running for my members. So next, let's go and add an announcement. So from Messages, select on Announcements, and then go in and you can actually see a listing of all the announcements that we have currently running. To add announcements, just click on Add Announcement. Same deal, we can tick the announcement to either run for the whole association, or we can have the announcement run for a particular branch. And we don't have the same limits on those announcements. It will show the first 3 announcements on the front page of the app, and then there will be a link under there that says View More. Members can also view the announcements from the announcements icon that's in the menu in the mobile app, and I'm going to show you all that after we add this information too. Again, picking a category just to help you out in finding this information later, and then also that'll be future enhancements as we continue to develop this announcements feature and the banner feature. But we do ask you to pick a category. Picking a start date for this to run and an end date for it to stop displaying to your membership. So again, keeping this very clean. And then you can actually just copy and paste right into the description, or if you want to type into that box, you can do that as well. It's going to tell you exactly how many characters you've got left and how many characters that you have to play with. We want to make sure that these messages are not extremely long, and so because you are viewing this on a mobile device. So we wanted to kind of keep that short and to the point. And again, you'll see the link area where we actually can go. We're going to go to the mobile responsive online donation page, copy and paste that link just like we did before, and paste it into links. So I'll give you a preview of what that looks like. That's what the donation page looks like on a big screen. Obviously, it's very simple and straightforward. Gives options on giving. So when we made this mobile responsive, we also made it look much better on a desktop or normal size device. But if you're viewing this on a mobile device, it would change, and I'm going to show you exactly what that looks like. So in this case, I'm just going in here and I'm copying the URL, and then I'm going back to my announcement that I'm making, and I'm pasting that in. All right, and another really great option that we've included is you actually get to name what the link is going to be. So you actually can put a name on this link button. So if you're asking for somebody to donate time, you could say donate time here, or volunteer here, or donate now. It really is up to you, and we want to make this as flexible as possible for you to be able to use this for basically anything that you want to get in front of your membership. So in this case, we're just going to say, please give. And so please give today. And then we're going to click on Publish Announcement. And then we can actually go in and see, by looking at all, we can see our new announcement is there. It says Get Involved. If I want to go back and edit it, I can go back and hit that pencil. I can take out any information that I would want to, and then click Save Announcement, and you can see that it has now been saved, and you've got a message at the top that says that it's successful. So now let's jump into the mobile app. So let's see the product of what we've been working on. So we can see our new banner that we just created that says Give Today. It is clickable anywhere on that banner, on that picture. If you tap that, it's going to take you to the link that you set up. And then our announcement, where you tap on that, it's going to take you to the full text of the announcement. So first thing let's do is let's tap on the announcement, on the banner. And you see we're taken to the donation details of online giving. And you see it looks much different than the page you just saw. This is optimized for a mobile device. So we've got a number of options in here. We can actually dedicate this donation to somebody. We can go in and choose a predefined amount, or we can put in our own amount. So it really is open to whatever amount they would like to put in there. They can designate the donation, pick if it's going to be in honor or in memory of somebody. They can also choose to say where this campaign, what campaign this needs to go to, and all those campaigns are set up in Daxko Operations. And in this case, we're going in and we're actually setting up a new credit card for payment method, and then completing the process right there. Another thing that let's look at is the announcement that we created. So I'm just going to tap on announcements, and you'll see that we've got the full text of the announcement that we put in, and then you'll see our custom-made button at the bottom. And you don't have to put a link into an announcement. So if you made an announcement that had really no further information, that it was just the announcement said everything that it needed to say, you didn't need to link it to anything. By not including a link, that button's not going to be there, and so you can just use it just for a normal announcement system. But because we actually put a link in here and put a label on a button, we've got that actually to view within the announcement. So I'm going to go ahead and just click on Please Give Today. And it's going to take me again to that page that we've looked at, the donation details page. So I'm going to go back to the mobile app and just show you also the Give button. So the Give button is over here on the side, and I'm going to rewind just a second to make sure that everybody saw that. That Give button is right here on the side. You see the More menu at the bottom. When that's clicked on, a side menu comes up, and you see the icon of the hand with the world in it. And once you click on that icon, you'll be taken to the online donation page or any URL that you set. Actually, this icon is only going to show up in your mobile app if you have set this up in the mobile admin portal. So the way that you do that is you go into general settings for the mobile admin portal, and you'll see a giving link there. So that's very easy to do. If you don't have anything in there, this Give button is not going to display. But if you do, then it will display there, and you can actually use that and actually direct people to go to the Give option within the mobile app. Another thing to look at is also in this menu, there is an area that says Announcements. This is actually another way to get to the announcements that are in your mobile app. If somebody is on another page and they don't want to go back to the home page to get to announcements, they can actually just click on this little More button in the bottom, and it will show the announcements menu, and they can go in and see a full listing of all the announcements that you have made for your members from here. So they can go in, and they can also change the location at the top. So if they want to change it to the different locations that you have in your association, they can do that from here, and they'll see the different announcements that correspond with that location. All right. Next thing we're going to look at is actually kind of talking about that easy to give link. So that give link that we talked about, that incorporate directing members to the mobile app in all your marketing materials. It's a great way to both get them to donate time or money and to connect them to your organization with an app on their phone. So really use that donate button or give button as a call to action for your membership. So if you're talking to somebody and they express an interest in giving, just ask them to download the app, and that they can very easily get to that give information very easily from that app. And now you have them connected to your association as well with announcements and banner ads. The next thing is talking about push alerts. So push notifications can also be very effective in letting members know about the important initiatives within your organization. They create a sense of urgency and importance with a push notification. So it lets a member know about upcoming giving campaigns and special events. And you can use scheduled push alerts to draw attention to sign-up deadlines or deadlines for giving campaigns. So let's say you're getting down to the last few days of your giving campaign and you're not quite to your goal. Very easy to put a push notification out there to all your users on mobile to let them know that there are just a couple more days left in the initiative and that you need some help. And this is a surefire way to know that they've seen that information because it pops up on their mobile device. Even without them having to unlock their phone, they can see the information about that push notification. So really keeping them connected and aware and engaged with the mobile app and your initiatives. So benefits to the members: more members are reached and are in the know about your initiatives by using mobile to let people know about these options. And non-members can download the app and view your offerings without ever stepping foot in your door. So many members don't just go searching for a member app about your facility. They have to be told about it and sometimes reminded again and again. One of the ways you can encourage mobile app usage is for any question that could have been answered by the app, encourage them to download and save them the trouble of calling. Is there someone in your facility that just learned about a class cancellation or program change? Encourage them to download the app so they can be proactively informed. Have your phone ready and coach them through it. Some folks aren't very tech savvy, but with a little coaching and showing them the benefits, they may just get hooked. Did a member forget their key tag or card? Perfect time to remind them that they can check in with their phone if they have their app, and less to keep up with. And most importantly, you need to promote the app to new members constantly with emails, web advertisements, and newsletter insertions. So we're talking about push notifications. There are a couple of things we need to talk about etiquette-wise. So especially around frequency when it comes to sending push notifications, you want to keep marketing promotions to a minimum. Push notifications should really be used for important announcements, emergency cancellations, or other important operational information. It's okay to market it with push notifications, but be brief. Use banners and announcements for the majority of your mobile marketing. You should be courteous of what time you send the push notification. We recommend between the hours of 9 a.m. and 7 p.m. Nobody wants to wake up to an alert the one morning they may have off to sleep in, or they have just gotten their kids down for the evening. You should always be brief, no more than 100 characters. Anything longer should be an email or a link to more information on your website. As you see people with certain interests, encourage them to opt in to specific areas that might interest them to receive additional notifications. And finally, be accurate. Proofread. Make sure it makes sense. The last thing you want to do is send another alert as a correction. So that's the conclusion of today's webcast. However, we're going to try to answer a few of your questions. And any that we didn't get to, we will be sure to follow up with you directly. I would like to encourage you to take our quick survey at the end of the webcast. Let us know if you found value in the content we provided today, and also let us know if you want to learn more about Daxko Mobile. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Brooklyn to go through the questions that have been submitted.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Tommy. Yes, we're so excited to be able to show this to you guys today because this was built completely with Ys and JCCs in mind. Everything we're doing, we are just trying to really make sure that it ties back to your fundraising needs and goals. So hopefully you have found this very valuable today. And we do have some questions coming in that I'm going to pitch back to Tommy. And again, just a reminder, if you have questions, please ask them through the question feature, and we'll get started answering some of those. So Tommy, what if we are not a Daxko Operations user? Does the donation link have to go back to Daxko Operations?
It absolutely does not. So, of course, we would like for you to be a Daxko Operations customer, but no matter what solution that you're using, as long as it has a website attached to it that people can go on and actually get more information or actually make a donation via a website, any URL can be used with our mobile admin area. So, yeah, that's a great question, Brooklyn. Thank you.
Awesome. Another one that we have is, are there any additional fees for these new features toward fundraising?
There are not. We realized how important this is to your daily business and to your interaction with your membership, and realized that it really is a core feature of any mobile app that you're looking at. And so we wanted to make sure that we were able to provide a very flexible and easy way to do that. So no, there's no additional charge for this. This is part of the mobile app monthly price. Great.
So I think that also answers another question we just got about, is there a cost associated with this service? One question we got is, Is this automatically included with Daxko Operations? Do I have to contract separately for Daxko Mobile?
Yes, you do. So Daxko Mobile is a separate product from Daxko Operations. It is a little bit different in that, and it is a separate implementation as well. And so you'll need to contact your account executive or someone in our sales area. They can walk you through this very easily and walk you through what's required to do that. But yeah, it is something that it works with Daxko Operations in the fact that it actually will pull in your program information, your online programs that you've set up. It will pull that information actually into Daxko Mobile, but it is a separate product from Daxko Operations.
Right. And here's a question. I think that my association contracted with Daxko Mobile a couple of years ago. Okay. So would we see these features automatically, or what does that mean? So
we actually this is a new version of Daxko Mobile. There was an older version of we call it our legacy app that we're actually sunsetting at the end of this month. So this is actually included in the new Daxko Mobile, and you would have had to have a conversation with someone in our sales area to talk about converting. And then we also, if you're on what we call the legacy app, you should have received notification and a letter about our sunset plans for legacy Daxko.
Awesome. A couple of questions is, what if I want to use my own photo? Can we add our own pictures to the banner ads?
Great question, and we really struggled with this when we were putting this together, because we definitely want to give you that option. What we are doing is making sure that we're able to provide a good experience for both you and for your members. So we are working on ways that you can actually upload your own pictures, and we would make sure that we check that picture to make sure that it's going to look good on a mobile device. So that's currently in the works right now. So stay tuned for that in the coming weeks and months.
Awesome. Can you clarify more about the difference between a banner and announcement? When would you use each of these?
Absolutely. And so really, I think about a banner as almost being a teaser. And so what you need to do is, like I talked about, the banner being something that's very, your message should be very short. Really, it's going to pique somebody's interest in something. Banners are probably more long-term initiatives because, you're linking to additional content. You're not able to provide a whole lot of content within a banner. But just think about the fact that we give you the ability to put that link in. That link can go anywhere. That link can go to your website. If it's mobile responsive, I'd suggest that your website be mobile responsive if you're going to link them. Or go to any of the pages that we've talked about today on the Daxko side. So banners are more long-term. Announcements are kind of a little bit shorter term, probably a shorter shelf life. Announcements are things that are going on within your association. They also could be very branch specific as well, just letting somebody know that you're about to sign up for a particular sport, or you're about to open up a registration, things like that. Very easily to switch out, and you probably will have you definitely will have a lot more announcements than you will banners, if that helps any.
Great, thank you. One question going back to the images. Will we be able to add our own photos to the web banner at some point? Yes,
and so just kind of like I was talking about previously, yeah, we are working on that and making sure that that is a good experience, and that we're able to correctly automatically size those to the right size, and that if we get like a picture that's too small and that it'll be pixelated when it's blown up and actually put on a phone, we want to be able to warn you about that. We really want to make sure it's a good experience for members, and we want to make sure that everything that we put out is quality. So
here is an interesting approach, and give you a little time to think on it too if you need it. But how could we use this feature at a live auction?
The interesting thing about it is these updates are real time. So at a live auction, man, that's a great idea. You actually could have an information that you could post in announcements to say who's actually won the bids. You could go through, and if you had images on, even like gosh, even like a raffle or something. I mean, really, it is because it is real time. So as soon as you update the banner or as soon as you add an announcement, it's available on your members' phones. So that's a great idea.
It also seems like it would be a great idea if you have that captive audience that may not even have downloaded the mobile app yet.
What a great opportunity to get everybody in the room to download the app and use it for a real-time live
teaching experience.
That's amazing. So yeah. Also, another thing to think about as we think about kind of thinking out of the box, that's what we designed this to be, is to be used outside of the box as well. We obviously have some very inside of the box ways that we can show you how to use it, but obviously you guys are a lot more creative than I am, it seems. But being also able to, you can link these links to YouTube videos as well if you want to link a banner to a YouTube video or an announcement to a YouTube video. Even think about, hey, you've got a new class in your association and you want to do an announcement or a banner ad and you want to link to a video of somebody actually teaching the class. That's totally possible as well. There's no limitation on what those links can be. So really it is as far as your imaginations and creativity wants to take it, and we wanted to make it as easy as possible.
That's a great idea, Shalonda. And she follows up with one more thing and says, okay, say they would have to download the app. Shalonda, I'm guessing you mean if they had to download the app, how readily could that be accessible to them?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So it is not a large download for your members. So if you did not have Wi-Fi available within the facility, it's not a big deal. It's just using your normal data. It's a very fast, and we try to keep it as small as possible. So yeah, you actually definitely could do that and get a room of people to download, and obviously very quickly it downloads and installs at the same time. And obviously it's available for iOS and Android devices. So pretty much you're going to be guaranteed that you're covering all the phones in the room.
Awesome. Well, that is actually the end of all of our questions, Tommy. We haven't received any more, but thank you so much for those that contributed them today. They always add so much to our webcast when we can add to it and keep it interactive. I do have two quick reminders. One, I want to remind you, if you have not signed up for REACH yet, that is our annual customer summit that will be taking place in Houston, September 11th through 13th. Yep. So we would love for you to check out our website at daxko.reach.com and consider looking at additional learning opportunities such as these that we will have there, as well as a lot of industry-related trends and keynote speakers, so we'd love to see you there. And then one quick reminder, as you end the webcast today, there should be a little 2-question survey pop up. We would love for you to fill that out and let us know how we're doing, and so that we can continue to bring you guys some great webcasts like this in the future. And we are just so thankful that you could join us today and hope that you found great value in it. And until next time, we hope you have a great day. Thank you.